Hi.
Hi, Jordan. How are you?
Good.
Okay, let's begin. Did you do the homework from last week?
Oh God, yeah, I didn't. I forgot. I
Okay,
need to stop forgetting about this.
that's
I'm
okay.
just not used to it, even though I've been doing it for 2.5 years.
That's okay. We can go over it today in class.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us begin.
Okay.
Just give me a second, okay? So this is,
Let's begin.
yeah, so we already did this part from last time. And you remember what the word aptly means?
As at play mean, I need to stop thinking about the thing.
Okay, so aptly means that it describes something that is done suitably or appropriately in the situation that's given.
Okay. Like it's still explaining something, right? Like explaining something, right?
Yes. So, do you have any questions about this word? I remember talking about it last week.
Mm, no, it's this. I don't remember some of the words.
Okay, that's okay. So, yeah, aptly means
Athlete
describe
means
something,
something that fit into something, right?
yeah, fit into a situation perfectly.
So not like describing something. It's like fitting into something.
Yes, fitting a situation, appropriate for a situation. So, in the example, my
Like,
aunt labels my moody uncle as grumpy.
oh
She,
yeah, I remember that example. Yep, I know this.
yes, okay. And because the student did not aptly explain the chemical reaction, he lost 10 points off his lab grade. So it basically describes two situations together into one.
Yeah, it fits a situation
Yes.
well.
And then number three, recent category five, hurricane, should be aptly described as the worst natural disaster of the year.
You mean a tornado?
Yes. Okay. So can you tell me what aptly means in your own words?
Um, athlete,
Yeah.
something that into something.
Yeah. So, can you create a sentence using the word aptly? Kind of like some of the examples we have here. Can you make one of your own?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Why
know
not?
that. I'll just see if I'm gonna try.
Yeah, give it a try.
Um, my friend said said his dad sometimes overreacts.
Okay. How would you use the word aptly in that sentence?
My 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 friend explains his dad um athletes his dad as grumpy.
Okay, that's
Is
good.
it good enough? Good enough?
So, so how I would say to use it is to describe two situations together using the word. So you basically said the same thing in without really giving a description. Like here, because the student did not aptly explain the chemical reaction, he lost points. So it's kind of like a cause and effect. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So can we try again using the word aptly? One more try.
I don't think I can anymore.
No, you're so smart. You can do this. Try one more time.
I explained my grandma as I asked my grandma as nice.
Okay, here, I'll give you an example sentence. It was better late than never.
It was better than ever.
Yeah, so it was better late than ever, he so aptly remarked. Okay, so I'm gonna give this for homework. Remember it was last week's homework?
Yeah, I couldn't just.
We'll move forward and we'll come back to it when we go over homework for this week, okay? We'll save this for homework and we'll go over it some more before class ends.
Yeah, I think we should try this something. Like,
Okay,
give something challenging.
so we already did book of the day last time. That was so let's start all over again. Today's agenda, we are going to do quote of the day, reading, reading comprehension, vocabulary, grammar, writing, figure of speeches. Okay? Let's begin with quote of the day. Can you read this quote?
You don't want to live in a trash can. Stop making one.
Yeah, we don't want to live in a trash can. Stop making it one. So, quickly in the chat, can you tell me what this quote means to you and how you would apply it to your daily life today?
I don't.
Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Think about it and type it in the chat, okay? Keep in mind, Dr. Joe can join at any moment in the class as well.
Yep. So I want to I need to explain how this works.
Yes, so explain to me what this quote means to you and how you would apply it in your life.
So I think it's like.
So you have to type it in the chat. And I'll give you 5 minutes, okay?
Yeah, 5 minutes is definitely not enough time.
Okay.
Can you just give me as much time I take?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Done. I'm done.
Perfect. Did you say how you're going to apply it into your life, the quote?
No, I never said that.
Yeah, that was the second part of the question. So,
oh yeah, I do apply that in life actually.
Yeah, so explain why you're gonna apply it and how you're gonna apply it.
Actually, everybody's gonna apply it if you read it right now. It actually.
Yeah, so
everybody's gonna apply it.
So use a sentence.
When you read it, it's gonna say everybody applies to it.
Yeah. But remember I said to use part of the sentence into the answer? I don't see that part. So can you put, I'm going to use
I used it. I have two sentences.
Okay, so let's read.
One is for the sentence in, and one is for
So I think you only answered the first question. Try and answer the second question now. Why and how you're going to apply it in your life. Okay, you still have another.
Technically already is because everybody's gonna do it because we all want to.
Correct, but Dr. Joe needs to see full sentences, and you still have 1 minute to spare.
I just have full sentences right now. It's just that's not fully shown.
Okay. So we don't want to live in a trash can. Stop making one means we should clean the earth or else it'll be a wasteland. So that is you answering what does the quote mean. Now you need to answer how you're going to apply it in your life. Give me some examples and why you want to apply this into your life. Can you put that into writing as well?
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Is this good enough? Oh yeah, I spelled trash wrong. Oh God, that's bad. Is that good enough?
Yes, that is good. So remember, when it comes to like writing and stuff, you have to get all full marks. And when you first did it, it was only giving half marks. So I want to make you prepared for your tests in writing in an English class. Okay. So this is how I personally would write it, okay? I want to give you an example.
Yeah, you gave me an example, didn't you, right?
Paragraph format, okay? What is quote means to me is that we should
We
clean
should
the earth we live on, or else one day it will.
become a waste.
Correct. Okay. How I would apply this quote
Daily life.
in my real life is by cleaning up after myself and others.
And also
And then we can give an example. For example,
everybody's gonna have to work hard to.
yeah, if I saw litter on the ground,
I would pick it up.
I will pick it up
Very obvious.
and find a trash.
And find the trash.
Trash can you put it in? See, so that's how I want you to write your future sentences, okay? Your sentences were good, but we want to be more clear and descriptive. So if a teacher asks you, let me put it in red. Answer these questions and you get 5 marks. You have to answer each and every question and give examples so you can get the full marks. Does that does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Let's keep going. So this is a little article based on the quote we just read. Can you read the slide for me?
And we totally I totally can't make you read some of it for me, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, understood.
Good job. You got this. Easy peasy.
Yeah, easy peasy for me.
Okay, go ahead whenever you're ready.
The U.S. population production.
Produce, the word is produce. The US population produce, continue.
$23 million of garbage about. The U.S. population 23 million garbage 2023 about 4.5 weeks produced per day. U.S. environmental decreasing numbers from 98 from 8,000 to 8,000.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah. Today's influence is slightly bigger than
Okay. Where are you stuck? You're taking a lot of pauses. So the US population,
I'm just about I'm just looking at it.
you need help pronouncing a word?
Yeah, like the gas along with whatever that word.
So we're still on the first paragraph. The US
Wait,
population.
no, we're not. I'm already over the paragraph. If you didn't know.
I didn't hear you read it.
Okay, fine. I'll read it all again. The U.S. Bank receives tons of garbage.
You missed a few words. The US population produced more than
Produced more than 236 million tons of garbage.
236. 236 million tons of garbage in 2003.
2003?
Correct. So you can only imagine.
So I can imagine.
Imagine how much garbage has been produced in.
Yeah, like imagine all the money and that's not much money. That'd be so much money. Imagine all that garbage was money and that was US money. Everybody would probably want to take it.
Yeah, imagine if that was in 2003, how much more garbage has been produced now. Okay, let's keep reading.
Yeah, imagine if that was money.
Money, oh my gosh, yeah, crazy.
How United States would be rich.
That is crazy. Okay, let's keep reading. Okay, so can you keep reading after 2003?
About 45 pounds of waste for each person, according to the U.S. governmental
Protection Agency,
protection agency.
EPA.
Wait, ATM?
EPA. Correct.
All this waste, according to putting into for 2 decades ago. And we bill dedicates the number
I can't hear you.
What? Okay.
So I
Usually in the grass, the landfill is practically like a large grassy small beach before the machine that
Are you able to read slower? I can't really hear you. I think your sound is going in and out. Hello?
I'm here.
Okay,
But
yeah.
this also have places designed to route and collect all and keep it from calculated groundwater, which become tap water. However, the best collection systems.
Wait a second. We didn't even get to that paragraph yet.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I read all that.
No, I didn't hear you.
So that means I have to read everything again?
Correct. So you stopped.
Landfills are significantly bigger than they were 2 decades ago, and increasing numbers are reaching full capacity. When a landfill
Can you say that again? Capacity.
capacity.
Good
When
job.
a landfill is full, it gets capped and usually planted with grass. Ending result looks like a large grassy with small chimneys to release gases. A cold landfill does not look like particularly
So that's
threatening.
pronounced.
It's point there's more going on than meets the eye.
Okay, let's pause. Let's correct your pronunciation, okay?
Particular.
This is pronounced particularly.
Particularly.
Correct. And how do you pronounce this word? Reaching full.
Reaching for capacity.
So it's pronounced capacity.
Capacity.
Can you say it again? Capacity.
Capacity.
And how do you pronounce this word?
Particularly.
You got it. Good job. Okay, now we're on the last.
Landfills are specific amounts of machine gas along with a liquid toxic liquid that comes out. All combustion attached. Landfills have other pipes designed and including the best collection system, which can become tap water. However, landfills liners nearby dehydrate and leak. According to the EPA, if the landfill does leak, toxins are allowed to escape directly into the environment where they can contain air, water, and soil.
Okay, so let's pause and do our pronunciation. So how do you pronounce this word?
Which one? I don't see it.
They can blank air, water, and soil on the last.
Contaminate.
So that is pronounced contaminate.
Contaminate.
Correct. Okay, and what about the word in red right here? How do you pronounce that?
Decorate.
So it's pronounced deteriorate.
Deteriorate.
Deteriorate. And how about the word in front of that word? How do you pronounce that word?
I don't even know which word you're talking about.
So the word in front of the red word, deteriorate. Can you say that word?
Which word?
The word in front of deteriorate.
Deteriorate.
So the word in front of that in the sentence.
Impensity.
So it's pronounced inevitably.
Inevitably.
Okay, so let's recall the words we learned so far. So how do you pronounce that last word?
I don't know.
So the last word is contaminate.
Capacity.
Contaminate. Can you say it with me? Contaminate.
Contaminate.
Correct. And how about the word in red?
happening?
That is pronounced deteriorate.
Deteriorate.
And the word in front of deteriorate?
I don't know.
Inevitably.
Inevitably.
Okay, and this word here, to keep it from blank ground. How do you pronounce that word?
Wait, where are we? Blank ground?
So the second
Culminating.
It's pronounced contaminating.
Contaminating.
Good job.
That actually was my first very appropriate pronunciation.
Yes, you're doing so well. So based off of what we read, can you give me a summary?
It's a summary of
What is being explained in this whole side? Give me 5 main points. Five main points on what you just read so far. Go ahead.
we read about how waste can be harmful to us.
Okay, that's one.
Reserve our trash and recycle more.
Okay, that's the second point. What's the third point? What else did we learn? So we only have 2 points, 3 more points. Can you give me 3 more points?
3 more points. It's also for, I don't actually know.
Yeah, it's on the slide.
It's also about how our tap water can sometimes be intoxicated.
Okay, yep. That's 3 and 2 more. Two more points. What else can you think of?
And it's also about how gas is also affecting how the gas from the tap water in wastelands can also be affecting our air.
Okay, and one more.
One more. And sometimes also
Based on what we read, you can even pull it from the slide. Some main points.
Yeah, I think it's
I can help you. You can maybe talk about how much waste has been produced in a certain year.
Huh?
You can talk about how much waste is produced in a certain year.
I don't think I'm talking about that.
Okay, so what else do you want to say?
I don't actually know.
Okay, from the reading. What's the 5th and final summary point?
Summary point? What summary point?
So remember I asked you to summarize in 5 points.
No.
Yes, that is what I asked you after we finish reading.
Like 5 points of what it means.
Yeah, summarize what it means, what we learned so far from reading this slide. So you gave me 4. What is it?
That tap water can actually be poisonous, and also we have to try to keep out trash from filling the world because it's not going to become a wasteland.
Okay, good job. That is a great summary point.
Do I have a break now?
Sure, you can have a 5-minute break. I will be timing it, okay?
You will totally be timing it. I don't want to pee.
Okay. So 5 minutes starts now.
Dr. Joe, teacher,
Yes.
is it time yet?
Yeah. Time is up. Are you ready?
Yeah, I just got a call that said my thing is on low battery. I'm gonna go get a charger.
Okay. Do you want to go get your charger and then we come back and resume?
Yeah, I'm bringing my pills. Okay, I'm back.
All right, whenever you're ready, we will keep going.
Okay.
Okay, ready to continue?
There you go. Are we?
Sorry, can you say that again?
I already told you that we were starting now.
Okay. I just thought you went to go get your charger. Okay, so we're gonna read this slide. While we're reading, think of 5 main points that we can discuss after reading, okay?
Like 5 different points of what?
From this reading that we can discuss are important. Okay, so let's begin. Can you read the first paragraph?
Wait, there's more. Okay, that looks creepy. I don't think I want to learn about that. That was very scary and creepy. Like a guy wearing a gas mask, is that even appropriate?
Yeah, so if we read the paragraph, we would understand why.
It looks very inappropriate for me.
Okay. So let's begin with the first paragraph, okay? Dr. Joe said he will be joining in 5 to 10 minutes as well.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so let's begin the first paragraph, please.
Studies have known possible increased risk of certain types of cancer, including bladder, brain, and looked among people of London's Gladderdy and tropical medicine also found the babies born to mothers who near landfills of greater risk of birth defects. Children living near waste sites also increase rats of landfill breast and system.
Okay, so let's first go over the new word.
And then I don't know how to read the word Lake Moa without glasses.
Okay, that's okay. I'm going to teach you how to pronounce it. It's pronounced leukemia.
Leukemia.
Have you heard of that before?
No.
It's like a disease, like cancer. It's one of those diseases that people die from.
Yeah.
So studies have shown possible increases of certain types of cancer, including, so leukemia is a type of cancer, so bladder, brain, and leukemia among people who live near landfills. Why do you think that there has been increased types of cancer with people who live near landfills?
Because poison.
Yes.
And toxicness.
Correct. The garbage that is being dumped in landfills turns into toxins. That go into our water, air, and air. And yeah. They have also found out babies born to the mothers who live near the landfills have greater risk of birth defects.
Wait, what's birth defects? Like what? Birth
Like birth deformities, like having an extra finger, not having 10 fingers and they have 9 fingers. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, I know somebody that has that.
Yes. Okay, so can we read the second paragraph now?
Can you read it with me? Like me repeat after you, or do I have to read it on my own?
You have to read it on your own,
Well,
unfortunately.
I can't just repeat after you.
No, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Studies have been shown possible to increase risk of certain types of cancer. Oh wait, no. Children living near sites also increase rates of hospitalization and mental carburetors that the extinct with toxic landfill also be human chemicals of to the degree possible.
Whoa, you just skipped a few lines.
No, I did not. I totally did. Oh my god. Am I just glitching or something today?
So let's restart. Children living.
Children living.
Correct? Keep going. You have 10 more minutes of class. Let's get through this quickly. Come on. Children living.
Implication for aspinall. Aspinall? What is aspinall anyway?
That is pronounced asthma.
Asthma?
Correct.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
I'll explain it.
I guess I'm learning new things, huh?
Yeah, that's the point of this class. Okay, let's keep going.
I was just learning how to pronounce stuff.
You're getting a little bit of everything.
Pronunciation. This is English class, right?
Correct.
So we don't really get everything, not math or something.
Correct. Everything you need to learn in English, okay?
English, yeah.
Okay, keep going.
I don't know why I have to take 2 English classes.
I'm not sure, but let's keep going after asthma.
But I have like 2 English classes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, 2 languages.
That's very cool. You're going to be bilingual.
Yeah, which is why I get a bunch of things confused.
That's okay. Okay, let's keep reading after asthma.
After asthma?
Carpenter.
That the extent with toxic landfill commenced to suppress of immune system has been under this. Also, indeed, different whatever the effect or exposure will not be different whenever the food or air.
Okay, Carpenter said that
Carpenter said
the extent.
The event was what?
Sorry, Carpenter said the extent.
The extent.
Continue. I can't read everything.
Prediction to know if also a food co-producer.
The extent to which toxic.
Food toxic.
Are you paying attention? Do I need to let Dr.
No, I'm totally paying attention.
Okay.
I just have bad instincts. Yeah, that's all. That instance.
Okay, so continue after toxic.
Toxic. Wait, where toxic?
See, if you were paying attention, you would know where we are reading.
Dude, I am paying attention and I'm just.
Okay, so where do we end up stopping?
We stand it up at the toxic part.
Okay, so what comes after that?
The second paragraph.
Okay, so what happens at what word? What are we reading after that?
Toxic landfill contains suppressed environment diseases and have been understood. They also have our food, and comfort is said that via food or air. So we need to get these chemicals out of our environment the greatest degree possible.
Okay, let's go over these words again.
Very confusing
So,
stuff. I never learned about this before. I don't know any. I didn't even know what toxic was.
That's okay. We're learning about it now. That's what this class is for. Okay, so children living near waste sites have also had increased rates of, what is that word after of? Increased rates of
Carpenter. Asthma.
Before that? How do you pronounce
hospitalization?
Okay, so it's pronounced hospitalization. There's a Z.
Hospitalization.
Correct. For asthma. Okay, how about the word after landfills? So Carpenter said the extent to which toxic landfill, what's the word after?
Word after that?
Yes.
Degree? Environment? Exposure?
So in the second sentence,
whatever that word is, I don't know how to pronounce that.
So the word is contaminants. Can you say that?
Contaminants.
Suppress the immune system.
To impress the immune system?
Suppress.
Suppress the immune system.
Okay. Has been underestimated.
Underestimated? Wait, what does underestimated mean? Like not even near what it was guessed?
Yes, that is correct. See? What a good job. You're so smart.
Yeah, I'm learning totally.
Good job. Okay, so let's go to the last paragraph now. Ideally, continue reading.
We would all primary environments and free pollination all the time. Actually, it might be worldwide to pollinations of all kinds, especially be worldwide to living near land. So if you have a choice, don't try to stay near where? Near I lost my spot. Wow. Oh my god. I need to work on my reading a lot. I just keep losing my spot every time. It's just my problem.
It's okay. So ideally, we would all live in pristine environments free from populations of all kinds. What's the next sentence?
Next sentence. Free from pollination of all kinds. Free form pollination of all kinds, respectively worldwide to avoid living near landfills. If you have a choice, don't try to stay more than 2 miles away. the health effects in the at least the birth defect study lesson that go beyond the point. Done. Was that good enough? I need to work on my reading a lot. Next time I better be prepared.
Yes. So let's go over the new words again. So how do you pronounce that word in front of environments?
Oh no.
It's pronounced pristine. Can you say pristine?
Pristine.
Good job. And how do you pronounce the first word in the paragraph?
Studies. Ideally.
Correct. Good job. Now, how do you pronounce the first word in the second sentence of that paragraph? Starts with an R. How do you pronounce that word?
Realistically.
You got it. Okay. Good job.
Finally, I made some progress.
And how about the word that starts with a W in that sentence?
Where? In the second sentence?
Yeah, realistically.
Can you point it out?
Right here. Realistically, it may be
worthwhile.
It's pronounced worthwhile.
Worthwhile.
Yeah, it's not a D, it's an L, so worthwhile.
Worthwhile. Understood.
Okay, you got it. Okay, so remember I told you as we're reading to pick out some main points? So what are 5 main points you got from this slide? Okay, class has ended, okay?
What, already?
Yeah.
So sad.
For homework, okay?
We gotta fix what I didn't do.
Yes. For homework, you need to make sentences with the word "ly," okay? So the definition is there. 3 examples are there to write a sentence using aptly. Got it? That's your first homework.
Yep, can you just copy paste it so I don't forget?
Yes, I will. And then the second part of your homework is to pick out, so you can reread the story again and pick out 10 main points and bring it to next week's class, okay?
Yep.
Any questions?
Nope.
Okay, so that is all for today.
Okay.
And don't
Bye.
forget your homework, okay?
Don't forget my homework this time.
Can you repeat to me what your homework is?
To write a word with that word we started with, whatever that word is called.
Yeah, what are you doing with that word?
We write an example paragraph for it.
Correct. Good job.
And also don't get and also do stuff with the paragraph, like just I don't know how to say that.
So you have to write 10 main points from the story.
Yep, got it.
Okay, so that is all for today's class. Thank you, and I'll see you next weekend.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.